aren't too many of us who've had a chance to listen to the chilling story of the Holocaust from someone who survived it. The Council for Holocaust Awareness of Idaho is giving you that chance. They came up with the idea to bring in a Holocaust survivor, or a relative of one, to the Gem State so you can hear their story, to learn about their experience. 89-year-old Pete Metzelaar, who now lives in Seattle, spoke in Boise last night, and he's going to speak tonight in Meridian. Aspen Shumpert spoke to him today.
And I always make a joke, I forgot what I had for dinner last night, but I remember so much when it happened between the age of 6 and 10.
Pete Metzelaar was a Jewish boy born in Amsterdam. And at the age of 6, everything he had was taken away.
After my entire family, with the exception of my mother, got arrested by the Nazis through the help of the so-called underground, my mom and I went into hiding.
For 2.5 years, Pete and his mother hid on a Christian family's farm.
Many times when they had German raids, we would be hiding underneath the floorboards in the farm. Also, close to the farm was a small forest. Mom and I hid in this cave as the Germans were ransacking the farm looking to arrest people.
What was that like to lose your loved ones and see them get taken away?
Of course, that was very, very frightening because it already happened to my entire family. What happened to Grandma and Grandpa? What happened to Dad? Why aren't they here? What am I doing in this hole? So, you know, those were the aspects of extreme fright. All the time that you couldn't exist. You didn't never talk to anybody because it could be your last day.
Pete says when World War II was over, it was a relief.
With one exception, none of the family came back, and we didn't know what happened. We do today.
4 years after the war, Pete came to America at the age of 14.
When liberty and freedom is taken away from you, it's a devastating thing, but then when it's returned, it's not like hitting a light switch. It takes a while after the war. Can I go outside and play soccer with my friends? Or do I have to look behind me? Is somebody going to arrest me because who I am, what I am? It takes time.
Now, at 89, he's been telling his story for 20 years.
Why?
How do you expect the kids to know? Because if they've never heard of this, it's an event a long time ago. The importance to me is not just my personal story, but in daily events right in this country and over the world. Unless if you have some information about the Holocaust, about how it transpired, there are some signs today similar to those before Hitler came into power. How do you recognize when it starts to happen again if you're not taught about it?
Soon there won't be any survivors.
That's right.
What do you want future generations to know about the Holocaust?
It is a real experience. It's not based on any opinions. It's based on factuals. So it needs to be perpetrated just like all parts of history. And to cut out and say, well, I like to learn about this part of history and this part of history, but this part, I don't want to hear about it. No, you can't do that.
What you just heard is just part of Pete's story. You can hear more from him tonight at the West Ada School District building at 6 p.m. Again, last night he told the story for the first time to Boise residents here in Boise, and nearly 500 people were in that room. Wow. I actually talked to someone who got a chance to listen to it last night, and she said it was a little overwhelming seeing the amount of young people in the room wanting to learn. Yeah. And a lot of people that came up to him afterwards were young people asking questions as well. Well, that's what my question is there a chance to ask questions? Because I have so many. And I'm sure so many others do. With 500 people, we probably couldn't obviously answer all of them. But yeah, I will say for 90, he looks amazing. Or he nearly does. 90. 89, almost 90. That's amazing. All right, a great story to see. Again, tonight in Meridian. All right, thank you very much, Aspen.